Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Be a GM Mode in NHL 21. Today we're just going to pick up where we left off and just sim to the deadline and again just see where we go. So the videos that I did last time, they were around an hour of filming and then cut down to like 20 minutes, but let me know what you guys think, what you think about the length of the videos, like if you wouldn't mind me going longer or even like near an hour or something if you want me to do a couple seasons or some playoffs. Sorry, my cat's acting crazy. And yeah, so the length, just let me know what you think about it. So let's get right back into it. Okay, so we're here, what do we do? 3-7-0 on October 28th, so already. Another year, probably gonna be another unhappy year. Let's see how far we can get. Again, just, I know I haven't really gotten comments on these ones, but just let me know what you guys think about how I'm doing so far and what you're thinking about how my decision making is regarding the team. Okay, now Kopitar's not happy. Yeah, you're right. I don't think it's been performing up to expectations. Coaching changes the right one. No. Gonna disagree with him. Again, don't want to make a rash decision. Nick to Simone. That's okay. 5-10-0. Please, let's hope this is going to be an okay season. So far, definitely not. Getzlaf's back. Okay. Wow, everyone's injured. Did not beat the San Jose Sharks. Wow. This is rough. I was actually just thinking about upgrading our top six, so I'm gonna actually take that trade for Athanasiou. Okay, they're all back. So let's see where we can slot Athanasiou in. Okay, Forsberg's doing well. Almost a point per game, 11 goals, 21 points, 22 games, 24 games, 23. I want to see actually, since Byfield is a depth forward, would it be best for me to have him in the AHL? He is on a two-way deal, right? He is. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I think he needs to get some healthy time down there. And obviously he's not going back to Sudbury, but he's going down to play for Ontario. And we're obviously gonna call up Athanasiou. Obviously take him out. So an 80 overall playing in the AHL is kind of disappointing that he has to be there, but you know, has to be done. We still, I looked just before I started recording, looked at the goalie that we drafted who is going to be medium elite. He's 53 overall, and so we're not going to throw him right into the AHL. He's going to go and continue to play overseas. Right. Obviously our goaltending is what's really killing us, but it's really hard to actually like achieve the owner's goals because some of them require players to be playing well. Like beat the Sharks, get so many shutouts and get so many sellouts. Again, I don't have a problem hitting best lines now for the NHL because it was more me just managing Byfield, but it's obvious that he doesn't belong here right now with this core. I mean, it's really difficult to manage. You don't want to like turn him into a bust or anything, and I've obviously seen Byfield pan out. He's a medium elite player, so as long as he's surrounded by the right kind of people, then he should be able to succeed. And he's a top center. It's actually crazy how often people get injured in sports. Feels like every 2 seconds you're just acknowledging it about the injury. Anaheim, playing them. Wow, we're above 500. What do you know? I'm gonna be so upset if all of a sudden our GM, our owner just goes, yeah, you're buyers now. Like, just flips it like that. We have picked it up. I don't know what that was or why we're doing so well. Well, Forsberg. Forsberg is the reason. He is torching it. Maybe not as many goals as you'd like, but he's still on pace for at least 35. 5 more years for Drew Doughty, $11 million. This is a team that you're like looking at it, thinking like there's no way they're in like a borderline playoff spot, but we are. Okay, I mean, our AHL team's also doing well, 18-10-1. So if they just continue on like that, I'm sure they're gonna have a good playoff run, and that's always important for young guys developing, having that playoff experience very early in their careers, whether it's American Hockey League, juniors, NHL. Oh, Dmitry Samorukov. Oh, that wouldn't be too bad. I think that'd be a good claim. I guess, well, right now he's more highly touted. Like, for Edmonton, he's one of the top prospects. I said in a previous video when I was breaking down the Edmonton Oilers. Somehow we're still maintaining this crazy, decent stretch. But it's the March and April stretch that really shows who players are and what they're made of. But somehow we are still ripping wins off. That's absolutely nuts. And we're approaching the deadline. I personally am thinking there's no way I'm going to make a trade that's going to jeopardize the future for one playoff run against a top seed. It's looking like the Coyotes own that division right now. Oh wow, this could be interesting. Interesting deadline, interesting end of the season. It'll actually be cool if, like, what is the not fourth episode. This will be the 5th episode, yeah, and we're already possibly gonna see some playoffs. I'm gonna be a conservative seller, because if we sell off right now, you're sending a young group into the playoffs, stripping away their players that they're playing with. If you traded like the main guys and stuff, and I think you almost stand pat, and if you're gonna buy, yeah, conservatively buy. Okay, let's take a look. Phew, that might not be that bad. What if we got Rask for one playoff run for 1 year? Ooh, they want a top forward prospect. Yeah, you don't want anyone with a lot remaining. So Rask, Meyer, they want a 1st round pick, but we're holding on to those because you just have to. Great, Tuukka Rask. No. Oh, wait. I thought that was... I thought that was our medium elite guy. That's Malik. Because we have a lot of goalies, so... Let me take a look at the goalie list that we have. So Malik is our 3rd rated goaltender. Zetterberg is our 1st. And Tucker Tynan at the same age as an 81 in the AHL. So he's more of our backup AHLer. That's a no-doubter. That's absolute no-brainer. So Grosenick goes down and Rask comes in. So although he's not like 2013 Tuukka Rask or anything like that, he's going to be able to help us out big time. I think that's the extent of what I'm going to do for the trade deadline. I don't want to mess up chemistry and everything. I think just adding the goalie is what we need, and let these kids figure it out on their own. Okay, that is the trade deadline. Okay, best line too. Okay, we're going to sim to the end of the season. It looks like we're, as long as we don't fall off a cliff, we should get into the playoffs. What is our... We're second in the Pacific. That... What is it? I mean, like, sometimes you just find chemistry and everything, but let me take a look. I want to see how Byfield's doing quickly so that we can get an idea. Oh, wow, Forsberg. I want to get an idea of if he should be a part of this playoff run. Oh. But he's still labeled as a depth forward. So I don't even know if he would get into the lineup. You know what? Development's sake, Byfield. Let me take another look. It's a hard call. It's... Is there anyone down here that we can send down? Oh boy. Yeah, I'm not. Actually, I'm not going to. Salary cap's complicated with our team right now, and I don't want to deal with that. So we're gonna, for development's sake, he's going to stay down there for the season. Either way, our AHL squad's gonna have a playoff run. 45-29-1. What is up with our team? I mean, like, we started off so horribly, and now this was even before we got Rask or anything. It was, the team was horrible, and then it just started picking up. That's what I mean. Like, random years, just you get random results. So what we're gonna do for the playoffs, we're going to go to each game and just simulate and do the live simulation. But we're just going to look at the end of season stats first. Bufflin had 12 goals. This team got it done. That's insane. Good Righty. Got up to an 80. Byfield is an 83 now. Let's take a look and see actually how in a second. Let's just check the... Oh wait, just wanted to... Cole Caulfield there. This is the one player I created, obviously. Oh, he's actually playing for Ottawa, even though he was drafted to Montreal. Okay, let's take a look at points leader Jack Eichel. Goals, Tavares, 56. Okay. Take a quick peek at 39s. Okay, yeah, they're going to playoffs, obviously. We're going to take a look and see who we're going to be matched up with. We didn't get 31 sellouts, and we made the playoffs. So we finished better than the Colorado Avalanche. That's such a tough call. Give me a minute. I need to just see something. So yeah, I changed my mind. Called up Byfield. I don't know if I just edited that part out, but which means Thomas Teravainen will get a chance to have a little bit more time in the AHL and actually having a chance to contribute. Okay. Oh, this is tough. This is a tough one. We need Getzlaf in there. We're going to take out Stepan and put in Byfield. He's at 83. Okay, we're going to sim the playoff games now. And obviously there'll be breakdown ones. So, game 1 at Staples Center. Here we go. Alright, so we'll just do by period. So first period, 2-1, Nathan MacKinnon, Tyson Jost, 2 goals, Hornqvist 1. Lundqvist is in net for the Colorado Avalanche. Okay, second period, 4-4, Hornqvist again, and again. So Hornqvist already has 3. Nathan MacKinnon, Vetrano, and Kopitar. Alright, we'll see the third period here. Tied at 5. Martin Kaut and Sorensen. Alright, let's see what we can get done here. Overtime. Come on. Quick sim. Okay. Double overtime. 6-5. Okay, Nazem Kadri, overtime winner. I think I'm just going to quick sim each time, unless it's like Stanley Cup final or anything. But, I mean... Okay, so 1-0 lead for the Colorado Avalanche. Alright, we go to game 2 at Staples Center. So, Hornqvist did really well there. Alright, 1-0, Nazem Kadri scored the last goal for them, scores again, second period, no score. Alright, third period, tied up at 1, Kupari, going overtime again. Overtime, 2-1, we win. Ryan Getzlaf, overtime winner, so tied 1-1. Okay. This is going to be a series. Alright, go over to Pepsi Center, or whatever it's called now, Ball Arena in real life. Alright, game 2, first period. Kopitar scores on Lundqvist, 1-0 LA. Second period, no score again, same as the last game. Third period, 1-1, third game in a row. We are going to overtime. Alright, overtime. Colorado takes it. Frank Vetrano, 3 straight games. All the games in the series so far have gone to overtime. So 2-1 series lead for the Colorado Avalanche. We have to tie the series, otherwise there's a stranglehold, and we're actually the favorite in the series, which is really hard to believe. First period, 2-1 Colorado, Kaut, Kadri, Bjorkstrand. Kadri's been on a tear of 3 goals in the last 3. Okay, second period, 6-2 Colorado, MacKinnon, Makar, Landeskog, and Rantanen all score. Bjorkstrand for us. And 7-2, Rantanen seals the deal with the last goal. That's 3-1 series lead for the Colorado Avalanche. Wow. Steep hill to climb. But can we do it? It seems that they have a lot of firepower. I mean, they do. This is probably a down season for them. So first period, 2-0 us. Forsberg, Bjorkstrand. Forsberg scores his first goal of the playoffs, which is pretty disappointing. I mean, like what would this series have been if he scored a lot more? 5-2 us. Anderson, Comfort, Rantanen, Anderson, Dolan, and Clegg. Okay, third period, 6-2 final. Forsberg gets another goal, so we win 6-2, series 3-2. Alright, so this next game we have to win, force a game 7. Alright, hope you guys are ready. First period, 1-1. Sorensen and Kaut. Shots 9-6. Okay, second period, tied at 1. All right, third period, we're gonna do a slower simulation. Nathan MacKinnon scores. 2-1, 2-2, Bjorkstrand. Final 10 minutes. Are we gonna see another overtime? No, LA scores. Bjorkstrand, or pardon me, Kopitar and Anderson Dole. Now it's 4-2. 4-3, Kaut on Rask. 26 seconds. Okay, we hold on. Forced to game 7. That was tight. That was... It's really nerve-wracking when you actually watch it, like the sim. Alright, game 7. Winner moves on to the second round. Oh, Toronto beat Boston in the playoffs. And this, okay. Alrighty, let's sim first period. Colorado 1-0. Gabriel Landeskog gets his 3-0. Landeskog strikes again. Tyson Jost follows. We hit 3-1. Kopitar. Can we get another one? Find that magic that we had all season. Alright, turn it up a little bit to 8. Power play for Colorado, killed off. Power play for us, couldn't capitalize. Okay, we're gonna go in and watch the final minute. And for any of you wondering, I do not have the music on in the game, so if you were wondering why it sounds a little weird, it's because copyright, you can't put that in your videos. And I learned with the first one. I didn't get a copyright strike or anything, but it picked up the music, and that's why yeah, it just sounds kind of strange.
Here in the late going of the frame, the Avs are up 3-1.
All right.
Nearing the final 60
So obviously,
seconds
just computers playing each other.
pass to Kempe. The Avalanche have possession along the boards. Los Angeles has the extra attacker out with the goalie on the bench here. And now he angles it across to Jost. Nice pass. To the empty net. And he'll likely feel that one in the morning. Moves
30
the puck
seconds.
over to Kopitar. Taken by Sorensen.
Sorensen coming in.
Unleashes a cannon. Misses.
That was close. That's
Get
gonna
it on
do
the
it though.
cage. Make the goalie do something with it.
Why are they
Moves
deking?
inside.
That's
He
it.
scores into the empty net, and that's all she wrote.
You can see the one team is going to be able to relax a little bit now as they've had the lead.
It's a good learning year, that's for sure.
That empty netter should wrap this up here. We're in the last little bit of
So
the
our
third
first
period. That should be
bit
enough.
of playoff action came against Colorado, and that's going to wrap it up. It's not letting me skip because it's a CPU versus CPU game, but honestly, this was a huge surprise. I didn't think we were going to be in the playoffs at all, let alone in a Game 7.
Pokes it away in his own end. Grabbed along the boards by MacKinnon. Takes a shot, and he comes up with it.
Rask's got to be looking at his bench and saying, "Hey fellas, help me out
15
here a little
seconds.
bit." He's had a great save percentage tonight, but they're
Good
still
save, Rask.
trailing.
Good run.
Tries to make a
Good
move
try,
and
guys.
hang on to the puck. Well, that'll do it for that
Proud of you.
round, but still a long way to go here.
Yeah, but you can't get to the next round until you get through this one. But they'll be pleased tonight.
Colorado
They can
to the
enjoy this
second
victory and then move on
round.
to preparation for the next series.
Still a very, very impressive performance to be able to pull this one off.
Henrik Lundqvist
Time
in
for
an
one of
Avs
the
jersey.
great traditions in all of sports, the handshake.
Not
here.
as strange as him in a Capitals jersey, because that's just like a sin.
It is awesome to go
Going
through
from the
and show
Rangers
your
to the
respect
Capitals.
the winners.
It's also nice to see it being played, because maybe I can get a nice screenshot of the gameplay actually, because it's just like the shots that I got are pretty much like just off the internet obviously, but this I can actually like, you know, get a nice image of like them shaking hands or something like that, or you go the instant replay and get a cool screenshot. So Oh well. So that wraps up a absolute surprise of a season. But I just want to, just before I wrap this up, I'm gonna take a look at the playoff stats. So Bjornfot got injured. I'll take a look at the AHL in a second. No, I just went to the total wrong area. 7 games, 2 assists. So he was a +2, so obviously he wasn't like a liability or anything. He couldn't score though, but I mean, not a liability. That's all you could really ask for. And he was playing what, third line. 50% face-off percentage out of 54 taken. So far, yeah, you know, he has some work to do for sure, but it's looking good as long as we can keep doing this. And we need to shore up the top 6 for sure. And free agency, we're gonna have to do a couple more bigger things. We're just gonna sim to the draft and then take a look at who wins the Calder Cup and the Stanley Cup, and possibly just get to the draft screen. Chugga us. I don't know. I want to edit. Might as well just take a look. How's Elnick? How was his season? Rookie season? 19-year-old defenseman, 20 points, 47 games. Keep it up. He didn't grow any, but I think that's because he's actually injured right now, so it's impacting his rating. Samorukov. Okay. See, this is the reason why it's always tempting when you're playing. Okay, so totally forgot about earning my next contract. Well, Hayden, we had decided that you're an integral part of our organization and decided to offer you $3.977 million a year for the next 5 years. I know other teams will also be interested in looking at your service, but I hope you re-sign with us. Yeah, I started this up wanting to play as the Los Angeles Kings. I think I'm gonna stick with them. It's always tempting. It's like, yeah, they'll go in the other system. Okay. LA. That's the thing, when you turn GM firing on, you can get fired, and his happiness is only neutral. So, oh, I got something. Colorado won the Stanley Cup. So that's awesome. I mean, like, you can kind of take it as like a pat on the back because you got eliminated by the Stanley Cup champions. As the team that we were and how bad we were at first, it's good to get beat by the best, I guess, what I'm trying to say. New York Islanders get the first overall pick. Calgary drops to 4th. New Jersey and Pittsburgh get 2nd and 3rd, respectively. And we are not in the top 15. That is a proud thing that we could say, because I thought we were going straight for Tankville. I want to hire a player coach. I think that'd be fun. A guy on YouTube, I'm sure a lot of people know him, 2BC. He has Phil Kessel as a head coach right now. And sometimes, like, because like you're so used to seeing them in the equipment, seeing them like in a full suit and everything it's funny. And let's just take a look at, like, we're gonna be done after this, but let's take a look at some of our guys who are in the system and how they did, like the guys that really aren't signed yet. Harley has been injured a lot this season. Yeah, that shows it. Okay. I have really bad, like, acid reflux right now. Terrible. Finan, who was that gem we found? JYP last year. Yeah, he didn't get much ice time though. Like towards the end of the season, he got those 31 when I called Byfield up. So, well, clearly he got a little bit on the wing before then, but gotta work your way. Okay, we're just gonna leave it at that, and because this is approaching 40 minutes, and that's a lot of editing to do. So, yeah, big surprise of a season. That was pretty fun. Got to see some playoff action a lot earlier than I thought we would, and yeah, I hope you guys are all enjoying this series. I know I am, and I'm still working on some other videos that are to do with some sports, and this is kind of just something that I'm doing too, because I know a lot of people like this. But yeah, thanks for coming by. Don't forget to drop a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.